Today's episode of Heavy Friending is brought to us by
you, the listener.
I was going to say that, but yeah,
but it's cuter that we did it together, I think.
It's cute and it's great for branding. Guys, did you know that you can sponsor this great content you're listening to right now? It's really quite simple.
Yeah, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/heavyfriending and become a patron.
I don't exactly know what that means.
It's a monthly.
They give us their credit card information.
Well, no, that's not how they give it to Patreon. And then for a small amount of money, you can be a sponsor of the show. You can help us continue to stay in business, if you will.
That's so nice because, you know, what they say, the best things in life are free. But
if you pay for it,
then you know the value of a good, hard day's work.
That's right. So please visit patreon.com/heavyfriending.
This is heavy friending. I'm friending you so hard. An alliance slowly forming like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy. Heavy friending. There is an eagle flying.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Heavy Friending. It's Joe Barlow here.
And Laura Lee Bishop.
Oh.
I'm here too.
I didn't know you were here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for downloading it or streaming it on, I don't know what we're on, but I don't care.
Well, that's a problem.
I'm glad you handle all that business.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, if you're just listening for the first time, this is the dynamic you're going to get because the premise of this show it's just
funny?
It's funny to me to say like the premise of the thing you're listening to. Like I think I could have phrased that better, but I'm going to continue. The idea of the show is that Laura and I did not know each other really. We were acquaintances, and through the podcast, we're going to do things that friends do. So each episode will do something different. Maybe it's drinking, maybe it's writing a song. And then maybe we'll advance towards friendship or maybe we'll retreat from it.
Yeah.
But each episode is a journey. And today, what a journey we have.
Yeah, I mean, we really have a special episode for you guys. We have the dynamic duo behind YouTube sensation Just Between Us.
JB, you.
Gaby and Allison are here.
Yeah.
And
Gaby Dunn, Allison Raskin.
We're going to talk to them about their new book.
I like them both, and I think their book's probably great.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
Read it.
Well, we're going to read it. I want to get the audio book.
I want to, and I want them to sign something.
Something. What do you mean?
I want them to sign their autograph.
Where? On your body?
We don't have to say.
Okay.
What's important is the autograph.
I'm going to get a tiny little pen, you know?
Oh, if it's on my...
And a magnifying glass. Probably some lighting.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
Because it's
on second thought, I could...
buried
maybe just sign
in a bushel.
Poster. The show is going to be fun. I'm excited to see, who I'm going to connect with. I hope both of them sort of like me. And maybe not as much you. And then maybe we could be friends.
Well, how is that helpful? You don't want to, I'm your... I was going to say I'm your wingman, but I feel like you're more of my wingman. And I'm, you know what I mean?
I don't know what
I'm the
I
captain,
am to you.
You're the first mate.
To Neil?
Yes. I'm the captain, you're the Tennille.
That's a good reference, right? For
I think it's
people
great.
in their 20s.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and Allison and Gaby can tell us about that because we're here, Cap City. They're going to perform here tonight. But we're really the warm-up act.
That's true.
We're going to loosen them up. We're the
fluffers. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, we're going to fluff them.
Yeah.
And they're going to get a semi. Or do they get a full-on?
I want them to be full. I want them to be fully erect.
Okay.
I'd like them to be very hard for us.
Do you think we can do that?
If you put those clammy hands to work,
all right,
you can do anything.
Yeah, I have clammy hands. Let's meet Allison and Gaby.
Heavy friending.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Are we
ready for
going?
This?
Oh my gosh, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is fun.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Heavy Friending. I'm here with Allison and Gaby, stars of a YouTube sensation just between us.
Yeah. Hey.
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 What kind of podcast
Did that sound
is-
pretty?
It's so calming.
Didn't that sound pretty? I sounded pretty NPR.
I know. I was like, why
I
did
almost
she
fell
do that?
asleep.
I don't know. It
This
just
is like
felt,
an ASMR.
It just felt like that was what was needed. I don't know. Just get us started. Smooth
Yeah.
sailing.
Yeah, your voice got deeper and more
yeah.
boring. Yeah.
but
Thanks,
like in
Joe.
an NPR way, like
Yeah,
really
they're
like
saying
soothing.
in a soothing way, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's
anyway,
your friendship going?
Seems bad. I just got here.
here's the thing. Can't friends be critically honest with one another?
I mean, that's our deal, no?
Yeah. Let's talk about your deal.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, we should identify. Like, I feel like when you have 4 people, you have to like identify voices.
Well, they're going to know my smooth dulcet.
so we know your
Instantly.
voice.
I'm
We
Joe.
know- okay.
What?
This is going to add to the
That's some classic comedy.
Thank you. I'm Gabby.
Gabby. That's Gabby's voice. Lock that in your heads.
Yeah.
I'm Allison.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How long have you guys been friends?
We started the channel in like 4 years ago. We're about to have
It'll
a 4-year
be 4
anniversary.
years in April.
Yeah. What are we going to do for our 4-year anniversary?
Quit.
Were you
the
friends
business.
before the show?
Briefly. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
We had met at an
Like
open
6
mic.
months.
We were friends for 6 months. And then we were like, let's start a YouTube channel. And then we did. And then it slowly became the thing, which I don't think either of us expected.
No.
So the friendship grew as you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It grew. It fell apart. It grew back.
Yeah. It's been like a wild marriage ride. I always am like, wow, it's like we were like high school sweethearts and then we like fell out of touch and then we like got back together. It's been a beautiful romantic story.
So there have been rocky times. Let's get
Oh,
into
yeah.
that.
Ooh, yeah. Now
Whose
I
fault
see why
was
you were
it?
doing NPR.
Yeah, we wanted to do gotcha
Good.
things.
Yeah,
So
this is
And
terrible.
then
yeah.
can we talk about your
who's to
upcoming
blame?
wedding?
Who's to blame? Yeah, we can definitely talk about
Okay,
that.
Allison
okay.
loves weddings.
Well, I
Love
never
wedding.
talk about it, and I just feel
You never talk about it?
no. I'm not like a wedding. I've never been like wedding-ish, but it's in 2 weeks, so now I feel
Yeah,
like I
we gotta
really need to start
talking
getting
about
into it
We
because
could
I'm running out of
text even
time.
after this, if
Let's.
you want.
I'll pictures of the dress.
Oh my
I'll
God,
send you. I'm
please.
changing multiple times.
No, come on. So what? You have a reception outfit, ceremony outfit,
Yeah.
and then you have like your off.
Girl, I
for
got
the,
4 fucking outfits. Okay. Well, what happened was the first one was cheap, and then the second one I was like, oh, that's cute, and it's white, and that was cheap. They were all on sale.
Well, when are you making the changes? At what part
Okay,
of
so
the
I'm
night?
starting in the first dress is like the wedding dress.
Right.
Then when everyone goes to eat, I'm going to change into this one with a cape. That's really dramatic.
Nice.
And then I have a little short one with little sheer
Oh, for
sleeves
dancing?
For dancing.
Uh-huh.
And then at the after party, I have one with sequins.
Love it.
I mean, yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
This is Allison's favorite topic.
I
so.
can't relate to anything that's being said.
Well, actually, Joe's going to be there. So
Really? You
I
got
was
an invite?
stunned I got an invite.
This is a big
Yeah.
deal, big moment.
I asked her if she wanted me to come. She's like, what are you doing on my wedding day? I was like, do you want me to come?
Wait, you didn't get an actual invitation?
No, he didn't get an actual paper one, but
What does
he
that
got-
mean?
But
You're
you're one of the
invited.
few that got a
Like,
verbal
in the
invitation.
mail, like with your name on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I definitely didn't save the date because I didn't get one.
Do you have a plus one?
I gave him one, but he's
Whoa.
never going to get a date. So
You gave that's nice.
I know. Honestly, I'm shocked by the whole thing. And now I'm excited to see the cape.
yeah, the cake.
Going to be a
That's
lot
the
of fun.
one.
I feel like we should talk more about you guys because you're going to leave
right.
Austin, Texas, and then we're going to be left here looking at capes.
Fine. I still want to know who you're going to bring to this wedding.
I want to know too because I think that you had fun this weekend or something.
Okay. Are we getting
Are we?
personal? Yeah.
Are you going to invite whoever that
Who
is
did you
to
meet
the-
this weekend?
I actually went on 2 dates this weekend with 2 different people. 2 first dates.
And which one was better?
They're like snowflakes.
I gotta go.
Each unique and beautiful in their own way. I don't know.
But only one gets the rose, and the rose is going to this wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And there's going to be good food. So really,
That's
Get the
crucial.
best one.
I have a question for you guys because it almost happened to me where you guys were having a connection, Laura and Allison. You guys were locked in. And I was just like looking and I was like, they're doing something that I can't do. And I was like, I was a little friend jealous.
like make connections.
Do
to
you
people.
think, is friend jealousy a thing?
Oh, sure. But
'Cause I felt it.
I have like I think I have a good tip to make a friend.
Yeah, what is it?
Ooh,
This
yes.
is good.
just ask questions.
I was about to say that.
Oh.
This is Allison's thing. She just asks a lot of questions.
Well, that's good.
And then
I'm interested, and then people like to share.
I had never had a situation where someone asked so many questions, and so then I'm like suspicious, and also nobody asks questions in my family, so I would just be like, what is she doing with this information? Like, what does she want to know? What is this? And then she was like, no, I'm just asking you questions. But
Well,
I
that's
was
true
wanna know
because I
about
actually
your
felt
life.
special when
I
you
was
were
just like-
asking me.
But I love
I
weddings.
felt special. I did, and you've never made me feel that way. So
ask her
Joe.
more questions.
Feeling
And your
special?
ring is beautiful.
thank you so much.
Oh my
See,
gosh.
you've never commented
Well,
on
but
my
that's
ring.
because I don't
never
look at rings. I didn't even know you,
You
had
haven't asked
one.
about my dresses. You didn't care about my airbrush makeup
I've
that I
said
talked to you
like
about.
really complimentary things
Yeah,
about your hair.
No, you've never done that. It's not true.
I think it's true.
What do you think of the future husband?
Oh, he's so nice. You know, he's very quiet, at least when I'm around.
He's he's reserved.
He's
to
reserved.
himself.
I thought you were like, he's a pretty. He
He's
just
a pretty.
stands
He's one of
there
the
and
pretty
looks
ones.
good.
He's a pretty.
He is a pretty. I'd say he's
I think
a pretty.
He's pretty cute.
He's a pretty.
Thanks, Joe.
He's a
That's
cute
Where
guy.
did you
I'll
guys
take that.
meet?
We grew up together right down the street from each other in our
Were you
small
together your
hometown.
whole life or no?
Yeah, we kind of dated. We were best friends first. He had another girlfriend, Sarah Brevard.
Like in the 5th grade or like
Seventh was
okay.
really when it was really,
Rocky?
really something.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
I said a prayer. I went to the lock-in at the First United Methodist Church and watched him dance with Sarah Brevard. And I said,
no.
God.
Ooh.
And I mean, I was a chubby, curly hair, braces, big glasses.
Ooh, that's even better
There were a
than
lot of layers
for
to
your
me.
your future husband. Is that he's seen you at
Oh,
some of
he's
your
seen
different
me.
points.
Yeah, he's seen me at some
Yeah.
interesting points. And yeah, I said a prayer, God, please let John Michael love me one day. And now we're getting married. I actually did say that.
But
prayer.
when was the one day? Like
That's cute.
8th grade? How long is this?
Well,
been?
we were best friends throughout high school. We kind of dated towards the end of high school, but then we went to college, and I went to New York, and he went to
Oh
Austin
my
to
God,
college.
so you reconnected.
Yeah, so he came to visit me in New York in college. And then,
You dated other people ever in your life?
yes, I mean,
That's the perfect scenario.
yeah, because some
Because
people
you're never
were,
like, oh, I didn't try anything else. You know that, oh my, this
Right.
I'm going to cry.
This
Right.
is Allison's dream
This is
story.
so beautiful.
This is
Yeah.
the best thing she's probably ever heard.
he's the
No,
best. He's super sweet. He's
The
great.
best thing I ever heard was at our book signing at Mall of America. This woman came up and was like, I got this. Can you please make the book out to my son's girlfriend? And I said, oh, do you like the girlfriend? And she said, no comment.
She said, I like
Oh.
my son.
Yeah, she said, I like my son. So this lady is such a baller mom. She like went to the fucking Mall of America to get a book signed for a bitch she doesn't even
Yeah,
like.
that's a
Whoa.
good
And then
mom.
when she walked away, I was like, hope they break up. And she just threw up the deuces.
Oh my gosh.
You should have wrote
amazing.
that in the book.
I know. It was
That's
Yeah,
a
we
sequel.
pulled them
Sequel.
off the shelves. We had to do rewrites.
yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Wow. I want to talk about your dynamic
Sure.
because maybe people would be like, well, that's not like one that would work. You have two people, they're going to have different interests or they're going to want to process information differently. I mean, I guess it's similar to like a romantic relationship, but what do you think makes you guys work together?
Contracts.
Allison.
What? It's real.
But we were friends before.
Yes, but I yes.
And
We
we like,
had to learn how to work together though because it was not smooth sailing.
yeah, but I think we came like it was rocky. Then I went through a breakup, and you were like very there for me in a way. Like I have trouble with friendships because I'm like tended to become friends with people who are like flighty or who I'm very attracted to like people who are a little bit off. So. So there was like a lot of there's been
potential
a
for
lot
you
of
two,
friends who I know, right?
you.
This is my
Okay.
friend Bobby. He's a little bit off.
I'm just saying. So there was a lot of people who were kind of in and out, and I didn't really know what friendship. Well, like I had no one in my life asks as many questions as Allison does. No one in my life like would have. I think taken like my sister, but she's obligated to. Like nobody would have taken care of me after the breakup. Like I just am not used to. So there is like a defensiveness to me where I'm like, why? Like why is she doing this? But then after like having to go through all this stuff where we like had to make it work, I'm just like, oh, she's doing it because she's like a nice person. But my instinct was to like be defensive. And if we didn't have these contracts, I may have like pushed you away, but I didn't. So that's
So,
interesting.
Joe, maybe we need a contract,
I'm telling you,
place.
it really
a
changes.
friendship
Will you have this
contract.
podcast?
But I also think that if we had never worked together, we would have stayed friends and not have had issues. I think the working together part is why we fought. Like, I don't think we would have fought just as friends.
Yeah, there was nothing to fight about friend-wise.
There's not that pressure
Right.
On some but some friendships have that.
We still
pressure
haven't
of
had our
something.
first fight yet, and so
We were fighting a little bit about this today.
a little bit.
Oh,
No,
really?
yesterday we were.
Because you
yeah.
only want a Gaby on?
No, because I wanted micro stands, and Joe thought he could just hold the microphone in his hand, and he was trying to tell me that he could just hold it, and I was trying to tell
You
him that
guys
he couldn't.
each have elements of us. Because I would have just been like, hold it in your hand. Who cares?
Yeah, I was
But
mad.
you were like, do a nice setup.
yeah, I was
That
trying to
is
be
what's
professional.
interesting. I think we rotate roles sometimes because sometimes I'm like annoying and crazy, and then I guess you're never that. I guess I'm just like all
You're
the
just
bad
annoying.
parts of everyone put together. Like, oh, we don't like that person. I've listened to this podcast.
I'm
and
so
I've
glad
had
you
to-
identify as an Allison.
So unlikable.
No, I'm your worst qualities and Gabby's worst qualities.
Because you did go on 2 Tinder dates. So that is sort of my worst quality.
You don't know if they're Tinder dates.
Were they Tinder dates?
One, I had matched on Tinder. We had talked for a little while, but then she, we both just, I guess, whatever, drifted away. Then I matched with her on Hinge.
Oh.
So it was like that double. And then you're like, well, why didn't we ever go out? Like we were.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we go all the way back to the last app we've used together. So I feel like
Where'd the
it's
other one
weird
come
to
from?
build that. The other one was straight Hinge. Guys, Hinge is the best app.
Wow.
Is Hinge
so
the one?
many,
Why?
though.
Hinge is my favorite. It's all visual based, so it's hard to explain on a podcast. But it's like,
Oh, man.
it's like
It's-
the profiles are just better. Because on
Can
Tinder,
I see your Tinder profile?
Oh God,
Can I see it?
On one, he says when he grows, what do you want to be when you grow up or something? And he says a cartoon character.
I did not.
I want to
think-
see it.
But I
Okay.
think there's a certain type of girl who will
Okay.
like that.
Here we go.
That,
Okay.
There is a certain type of one.
This is great. This is
I
my
agree.
dream.
100%.
Okay, and feel free to
100%.
describe what you're seeing and,
Okay.
and how
so
you
it
react
says
to it.
Joe 29. So far, so good. What are you doing in this photo? It's you in nature. You have
Yeah.
your hand up. Blurry. Not a great photo.
Oh no.
Former owner of a houseplant. Former resident of Illinois. Former candidate for student body president. I lost. That's funny. Okay.
Oh God, this is horrible.
My anthem,
Yeah.
Too Close by Next, so that you let the people know you're sexy. Great. Your interests are mostly comedy based. And then you got top Spotify artists: Beatles, Michael Jackson.
Heard of them?
These are classics. Stevie Wonder. Okay, these are all kind of basic, bitch.
But you don't actually choose your spot. I don't know if you're on Tinder or not, but you don't choose that.
oh, I know.
They have
but
to be
it's
people you actually listen to. So
but it's your
I'm
truth.
just basic.
So that's
Yeah.
your truth.
Yeah.
I wonder what mine would be.
I'm surprised it
How do I
doesn't say
know?
Fifth
you
Harmony.
gotta
though.
log into Tinder.
this maybe should be your main photo. This is you. You're wearing
Let me see
sunglasses.
it.
You have like a fun shirt on.
Oh, that's nice.
No, I do-
that's
that's
nice.
in LA,
because
guys.
This is blurry.
Oh, get rid of that one.
That's a good one.
No, you got to get rid
But
of that one.
Tinder also has a thing. It chooses your top picture.
No, you can
So
choose
apparently
them.
that is scientifically chosen.
Well, just get rid of it and delete
get
it
rid
from
of
the
it.
world,
Okay.
and you don't have
This
to
one's
worry
good
about it.
Okay.
because like you
I
look
think
like
I look
maybe
good
you're Jake
blurry.
Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. Someone's
It's a
holding a
reference that's not made
correspondent.
enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is a Lil Faye.
Dude, yeah, I think that's cool though.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if I saw it, I'd be like, okay, he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I would hope
need
that
to
that was the
see it.
case
Look,
anyway.
turtleneck, buttoned up
That's
blazer.
me, yeah.
This is funny.
Oh yeah.
It's him recreating Beyonce's maternity photos.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny.
Okay.
Last one.
I just want to mention for the listeners, we
Ooh.
are here at Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, and
Noises are happening.
yeah, people are getting ready for the night.
And also thank you, Cap City.
yeah,
for
thanks for
letting
having us. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, look.
Good job.
great.
And then this is you with Hanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good, although it does highlight how good looking Hanson is.
That's
Ooh,
I mean,
burn.
my
That's
my
gotta
thing is
hurt,
like
Joe.
if you get distracted by Hanson and then you're like accidentally swiping right, then I'm fine with that.
I see. Okay,
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A Hanson casualty.
You know,
if
I
will.
guess this is strange because it's like I'm a little embarrassed to show you guys my but I shouldn't be because that's who I'm portraying to the world.
Yeah, I'm
It's
getting
a
rid
very
of this
intimate thing to show a friend.
One. Oh, you
But
have
I think
it
he
as-
looks like a really nice guy. Just looking at you, you seem like a really nice, wholesome
Yeah.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting that you had a 2-girl weekend.
Every
And-
time I have a 2-girl weekend, it's an accident.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
I don't
the
think there's
2-girl
anything wrong with
Yeah,
it, but
you
I
gotta-
think they think that you're like this
Oh, that's what my boyfriend is like. When I started dating my boyfriend, I was like, oh my God, like he's probably like so happy that I'm dating.
Right. Exactly. That's what
And
I
then I
think.
found out that like so many girls thought that.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening.
That's his
Yeah,
in.
he seems like, oh, like a weak baby bird. And instead it's
Yeah.
just like sliding into DMs and having girls fly out from Texas to meet him.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he's crushing.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Still currently.
Yeah, well now he's just crushing it with me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're
nice.
together.
Nice. Did you guys meet on an app?
Bumble, yeah.
Shh, Bumble.
So which one are you bringing to the wedding?
Are you gonna go alone?
I was
Meet a
thinking
bridesmaid?
about going on my own.
Yeah. That's another way to go.
Well, I think this is great and therapeutic for me, and I appreciate it. And
We're here to
now
help.
I'm going to really change up my profile thanks to Gaby.
I fixed your photos.
But I feel like we're just wasting. I mean, you guys have a lot of talent, so this is good. We're appreciating this talent.
We just really need advice, I think, mainly because
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
starting out, on this journey and
yeah.
trying
And
working
how
to
long?
become friends.
Like, at
and-
what point should we give up and agree
Yeah,
that
that's-
this isn't working? You know what I mean?
Well, is the podcast getting listeners?
It doesn't air until October.
I mean,
it's
I
not-
would just
I anticipate it being top.
Yeah,
yeah,
do
as
like
long as you're
10.
making money from the friendship, then you don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah, do
But
like
the
a
minute
first
you
season.
stop making money, then just walk away.
Just walk away.
Yeah.
But could I like punch him first?
Yeah.
I have to say, I really get the feeling you don't like him.
No, I like Joe. I just think
Does he irritate you?
he
Like sometimes
irritates
he
me.
says stuff and like your
yeah,
skin
he irritates me.
Yeah.
But I do like him. I just think
No, because no
Gaby's
offense, like
reaction to
Gaby,
these.
I sometimes have a
Whoa.
similar reaction to Gaby, and you have to just start to think of them more like a family member,
I think that we're kind
like
of
a
This is.
constant.
I did not expect this dynamic to happen where Allison and Laura would be against me and Gaby.
I'm not against her. I'm against
No.
you.
There's
So-
no against.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Well,
I'm just
Gaby's face
I'm
was
just
shocked.
like kind of like a prickly person.
Well, I think, a lot of it is I've tried to be Joe's friend. I've actively tried, but he's just got this.
But you're like have a wall up?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't want to.
Maybe
Put
because
himself
there's
out there.
nothing there, so it's better to.
There's
appear
something. I think there's something
mysterious.
there.
No, I was actually because we've had some deep conversations, Laura and I, about friendship, and then I was thinking, I was like, oh, I feel like I have a lot of friends that I would call friends, and then it's like I would only hang out with them at work, but I might feel weird like texting them to be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's go to the whatever.
I had a
And,
nightmare
yeah.
last night where I was texting a friend of mine and they weren't texting me back. That was my nightmare. Because I think I like have had a lot of friend problems, not you, but like in other people I've had like lately a lot of friend problems. Just like people aren't trustworthy and then I'm like, well, how did I get bamboozled again?
But I think there is a risk to being like an open person, open to friendship. So I do think I'm a little closed off because I don't want to like.
I'd say I'm very open to friendship, but I'm also very picky.
I was about to
if
say you're
I-
picky.
Yeah, like if I like the person, like I'm so open to it.
Like you met Igor at a coffee shop. That seems crazy to me.
Yeah, my other best friend I met at a coffee shop.
Like, how do you feel about other best friend? 'Cause
Igor?
Aren't you best friend?
No, Igor's great. I've hooked up with Igor. He's great. He's a good guy.
And how did that make you
And
feel
yeah.
that your friend hooked up with your other friend?
Oh, I set it up because I was out of town and they were both bored.
Well, that was okay.
What
cool.
a good friend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
that's
the
pretty
best
nice.
friend.
Thank you.
They're both, secondary best friends.
And then her other best friend, Scanlon, Rachel.
And Middleton.
Yeah, in Middleton.
I have
Two
four
Rachels.
I have four best friends.
Yeah, two Rachels. And Scanlon.
Three close friends. Second tier, third tier.
But Rachel is and I are sort of similar. Bravado, loud, very like what did you said we're both sort of predators.
Yeah. But in a different
We're
but like
flirts.
you're like a very political, like have like a stance on everything, like loud vocal advocate. And then like Scanlon didn't even know that Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State.
Okay.
So there's some differences.
Yeah. And then
now, but I really try to have all my friends be friends.
yeah, you've connected like me and Rachel, and
And that's why I'm trying to get Joe to be my friend. Like I could open up so many opportunities for friendship for you. If you would
gotta
just
let
let
that
me.
Go
happen.
do stuff. You can't just talk about being friends.
Yeah.
I was
You have
about
to
to
go
suggest.
have experiences together.
I was going to suggest you guys go camping.
Oh, don't do that.
I mean, he's a little weird for that, don't you think?
Don't do that. Seems
I
awful.
think-
But you need an escape route,
I mean,
But
I
I'm just
think-
saying, like something like
or just like go on
activities
a
are good.
day trip.
yeah, day trip, maybe like a painting class.
Yeah.
Ooh, painting.
Because you have to
then there
have
would be other people around, and
things
I
you
wouldn't
can
have to
talk
worry
about.
about.
Get a TV show that you both watch, and you watch it together. You only watch it together.
Ooh, I've
So,
been
like-
hurt in the past by TV shows.
What do you
I'm
mean?
always dedicated to watching the show only with that person.
Right.
And then they watch it on their own.
But if I say I'm not going to do, I won't watch it without you. I promise.
So like find a show and be like, this is our show. We're starting it right now. We're gonna like if you've both have never seen Mad Men or something.
I recommend the Bachelor franchise.
because it gives you a lot to talk about.
It really is.
I'm not a huge fan, but we did watch Bachelor in Paradise, and I had 45 zillion questions.
yeah, and then you can kind of see like how they are as a person because who are they siding with?
Right.
Yeah, it's really a good. You don't have to pay that much attention.
These are
so
great
you can
tips.
talk.
Let's end with something fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna play what we like to call the newly friend game. And that's where we're gonna ask a question. Do you want to play too? Should we play against them?
Yeah, we should
Okay.
play. You
So-
ask a question and they'll answer. We'll answer and see.
So we'll
if
do
we're-
you guys first, then me. Is this clear?
No, not at all.
Just say
Joe.
1, 2, 3,
Cool.
and then we both say our answer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. First question.
Who am I answering this for?
I'm just so the first question is, who is the better cook?
Gabby.
Me.
Oh, well, that was an easy one. See, this is impossible for us.
See, we don't know anything about
Okay.
each other. We're not even Facebook friends.
1, 2, 3.
Me?
Laura. Yeah. Okay.
How do you know each other?
We met because
He
I
interviewed
interviewed
me.
her
I'm
when
a
her
musician,
new
yeah.
album was coming out. Oh, is your car rear, front, or all-wheel drive?
What?
This isn't-
Joe, stop.
what-
Put your
what
phone
did you
down.
do?
Here's
Oh.
a good question to
Okay.
know if you know each other.
I
Like,
just
do
Googled
you
this.
know what are Allison's parents' names?
Ruth and Ken.
Mark and Karen.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
of course,
ready?
we know that.
Margaret and Dale.
My aunt's name's Margaret.
Okay, close. What are their names?
Those were just guesses.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So confident.
but
Donal,
it seems like.
Donal and Robin.
Wait,
Oh, are they
your dad's
super
name?
Scottish?
My dad was born in England, but
Oh, Donald is like a.
Does he have a British accent?
he used to. Huh. Oh, this is good. We're learning. Okay,
Yeah.
you
How
keep
do you
going.
Not even
Okay. Okay, what kind of a car do I drive?
I actually drove in the parking lot, and I was like, I know there's like 4 cars here. It's like a, is it a Toyota?
No.
Honda CRV.
I used to have a
Prius.
Honda
Hell yeah.
CRV.
Black Prius.
Hell yeah.
I drive a Honda Accord.
This is fun. Keep going.
Joe, what do you drive?
I'm glad you're going to leave with a stronger friendship.
We just
Good.
high-fived
That does
over
make me
knowing each
feel
other's
like,
cars.
well, it makes me feel like something's being accomplished. Like, you know,
Yeah.
instead of intensifying our hatred, like someone else's friendship
No,
is
this
blossoming.
is a good impact on us. I feel like now we've seen how we should act, and this is how it is.
And get a contract.
Get a contract.
Get a contract.
Get a contract.
Prenup. Are you getting is that too personal?
No, we're not doing a prenup.
Because he's a lawyer.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah, I mean that's really was the goal.
Job.
Meet a guy.
could write
meet a
that
guy
prenup up
in
real
elementary
quick.
school. Become friends with him.
Wait for him to be a lawyer.
Hope he becomes a lawyer, and then seal the deal.
While you pursue your creative passion.
That's true. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, this is fun. What's your friend's most irritating habit?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, what's most irritating? Probably repeating stories.
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
Yeah.
Lying while repeating the story. She'll tell me something. If she doesn't tell me something at least 3 times, it's like it didn't even happen to her.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just retelling it so that I remember it.
that's
Just
good.
baffling because like it's like, do you not remember 20 minutes ago?
No, I don't. And so I have to like retell it so that I can solidify in my mind what happened.
Yeah.
I understand. I forget
There are
everything.
other
so
people who would act like they didn't know the story, and that's a better person than me.
you're like, you already told me this.
I'm like, I've heard this. I know.
yeah.
I think a friend can be honest and say,
Well, what does
I've
she
heard
do that annoys you?
Very blunt. doesn't let me get away with anything.
So that kind of fits together. Like you want to tell
I
her the
know.
story again, and she's like,
It is.
"Bitch,
It
you already
fits
told
together.
me."
Yeah.
Well, it also makes me just kind of worry about her memory.
It's very bad.
Yeah, it's like it's gotten to a point where it's worrisome.
Well, you're probably going to become her memory one day. You know,
That's true.
It'll be
Like in the Notebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then
Definitely.
finally she'll remember the truth of what happened.
Yeah. Well, maybe she can record a video one day, like before she loses all
No,
of
but
it.
her,
and you can
50
play
first
it.
day.
her
Exactly.
perception is
50
also
first
not
date style.
accurate.
Whatever. It's more interesting.
Yeah. You got to put a little sauce
cares?
on it, I think. Spice it up.
Yeah.
Joe, what annoys you about me? Stuff like that you
Well-
do annoys me. Just FYI.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like you're very open about what annoys you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Joe, if the next question you ask, it better be good. You get one
That's
more.
your last one. Yeah.
Oh, how
you
about
get
how
one
about
more.
how about this?
What?
What is the best gift you've ever given or received each other?
Well, I think my favorite gift that I gave you is the necklace.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's a necklace with the coordinates of her parents' house because she
Aw.
loves her parents.
That's
Yes.
sweet.
And so they'll be close to her heart.
And
That's
then
so
I thought I
thoughtful.
lost it, so I made her get me a second one.
But then she found the first one, so now she has two.
Yeah, it's
Well, good.
pretty
You have
cool.
a backup now. so
Yeah. And then the butterfly in the case.
Yeah.
She got me a preserved blue butterfly in like a glass case.
We give each other real gifts.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
like
very
for
nice.
birthday and Hanukkah, we do like a real gift
Yeah.
purchase, the way you would with a significant other.
I got Allison a mug that says I only worked this hard to give my dog a good life. Way early.
That's not one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Aw.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Way early
Whoa.
in the friendship.
Because
like,
I don't use mugs.
I know, but way too early in the friendship, like way early, like too intense. I had mugs with our faces made on,
Whoa.
and then I gave them to her, and then I was like, "This is a big move on my part."
And Allison, how did that make you feel?
I loved it. I still have
see,
it
it
in
wasn't
my
too
home.
early. It was perfect timing.
Yeah,
I have no problem with commitment.
yeah.
That's
It was
not
just
one of
a
my
Are you
little.
listening, Joe? Are you listening?
Get her a mug
I
with your
heard.
faces on it with a
Well,
picture.
Just get me a mug with my face on it. Not.
I think if you
Put yours at the bottom. of
force
mug.
the friendship, then that person becomes trapped, and then you're friends.
yeah.
Oh, I thought
it
that was
works.
going to go
Force it.
different at the end. I was
so
like-
I should force it. Okay.
I
Force
thought it was
it.
like if you force it, it'll never
No,
work.
absolutely.
You just
I
have
force
to-
everything.
You just have to break down his walls. That's
yeah.
all.
I just have to keep at it.
This is a perfect transition
Sure.
into your book because your book's kind of about long distance friendship, right?
It
Via
is.
text message.
That's
Yeah.
exclusively what it's about.
Yeah, it's called I Hate Everyone But You, and it's two friends that are starting their freshman year of college. One is going to Emerson in Boston, one is going to USC in LA, and they've always been together, very codependent. So this is their first time apart. So they're writing each other text and emails, and they make a promise to always email and text each other just to keep totally updated on the other one's life. But obviously, it's hard to maintain a friendship when you're not near each other and you're not in the same routine that you've had.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like about like their
It's like
friendship.
a rom-com, but of friendship.
Yeah. And
Will,
can
will
they
they?
stay,
Will they? Won't they? If you will.
can they stay together as friends? Yeah.
Have you recorded the audiobook yet?
We
Yes.
did. Yeah.
Was that fun? Just you guys reading? It
was horrible.
Back and forth?
I mean, it was like 16 hours.
So strenuous,
Which was
and you
very-
couldn't move because then the chair would make noise.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also didn't have any sort of ability to breathe while talking, so I would like run out of air. It was rough. I think you
yeah.
need to be trained for that, and we were not.
I hope they had mic stands. I
Yeah.
pray.
I pray they did too.
They
Joe.
did.
It would
I
have been
had-
very unprofessional if they didn't.
Yeah.
I had fun like doing like how the sentence would sound. Like, you know, because you write it and you're like, it could be taken either way. But I had fun being like, this is sarcastic. This is like flippant.
Yeah.
So you get that extra layer if you buy the book.
Buy the book and the audiobook.
Yes.
And where do they find this to buy it? Where do we go?
Wherever books are sold.
Yeah,
Wherever books
we
are
have
sold.
Amazon, IndieBound, Barnes and Noble, anywhere, and then the audiobook is from Audible.
But it's coming out in October.
Awesome. I'm gonna get it.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
you got to
definitely
be
gonna
on
do it.
Audible, guys, right? You got to.
They're who paid us.
Gotta be.
That's the only book website, audiobook website I know.
That was a very Allison answer, huh? Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
Guys, it's like you're friends.
It's like we're friends.
I think it's
Yeah, we
great.
have a lot to aspire to, and really,
Lot
you've
to
taught
work
us so much.
towards.
Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
being
Thanks for
with
having
us
us.
here on Heavy Friending. Everybody go buy the book, buy the audiobook, and check out their YouTube channel.
Will you tweet at us when this is out?
Oh,
Yeah.
I will be
Okay, great.
tweeting all at you.
I'm at Gaby Dunn. What are you?
At Allison Raskin.
Great.
Great, and you guys can
Good
follow us
luck to you
on
guys, 'cause
Twitter
it
at
seems
Heavy
a little
Friending.
rough.
I can't wait to check in a year with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll
You're
be-
going to want to send her photos of your wedding. I think.
I'm gonna do it.
Please.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
do it. I'll just tweet you day of.
Yeah,
flash
if you
just some
could
few
FaceTime
pics.
me into the ceremony.
Oh,
that
I
would
I'll
be
set up a
great.
little
Well,
tripod and
I could do that. I'm going to be there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
all right. Thanks, listeners. We'll
Man, that
see you
got
next time.
So personal for me.
We read your
Cold and I have to pee.
I'm the opposite. I
I've
was
never been that
sweating a lot. There's a song by Rihanna. It's called "Run This Town," and it's like it's written about us.